Hey guys, in today's episode of Karate Nerd Insider, I want to help you improve the range of motion when it comes to your hips. You see, the hip is the primary mechanism through which acceleration reaches its potential. So if you want to have fast, snappy, and powerful karate techniques, you need to be able to move your hips. And something that I've noticed during my travels to compete or teach seminars or to learn myself is that a lot of people have very stiff and tight hips, probably due to our modern lifestyle, because you are a product of your environment. And if you sit down a lot at a desk, look at this position right there. Of course you're gonna have tight hips. So, first of all, I want you to try this. Find a wall and lie down. If you can, strive to have your butt touching the wall. Right. Now, from here, shoulder width or hip width apart with the feet. And all I want you to do is test your range of motion when it comes to internal and external rotation this way. Strive to open and close your hips as much as possible. And then note your own range of motion. That's number one. Once you know how limited, perhaps, your range of motion actually is, here are two of my best exercises for internal and external hip rotation. Number one, from this position, open up one hip and then extend your other leg this way. Strive to have your hips, your knees, and your feet on one line, this way. Then, you can have your hands as support if you need to, but we really want to straighten out the hips, so if you can, it's difficult with the balance, I know, but try to have your hands on your hips, so that you can also align your shoulders with the hips for good posture. And then all you do is this. You focus on this leg right here. Open hip, and now close the hip. And now you open the hip. Maximum range of motion. So strive to have your toes as far back as possible and pull them towards your face. And now you close the hip and try to touch the ground. You open the hip all the way, and a good way to see the hip position, if you can't feel it, is to simply look at the foot, because the foot is connected to the knee, which is connected to the hip. And so you just open and close your hip this way. 10 repetitions on your own. And that was halfway. Now we go full way. Look, starting in the same position, as you touch the ground, look, you keep moving, point your foot back, and look, I am continuing the hip extension all the way here. It might be difficult to not go like this, but if you can, strive to not hyperextend your spine, but have that posterior pelvic tilt and squeeze your glute at the finished position. And then you go back, and open up the hip maximum. So again, close, without falling, close, twist, and boom, and back. So you do 10 of those as well. That was a full rep. The previous one was just a half rep. And then of course switch to the other side, same thing. And remember the points of having your feet, knees, hips, and if you can, even your shoulders aligned, okay? So you're thin like a sheet of paper from the side. That was number one. Second is a more dynamic move. We're gonna stand up, hands against something. It could be the makiwara over here, okay? It could be anything, just something solid that helps you with balance. In fact, it could even be a training partner. Just put your hands on the shoulders. I'm gonna use the wall right here. What you do, look, I open up this leg, and then this right here is what I'm gonna be swinging which is why this is a more dynamic exercise. Now, still with support, I strive to get my knee as high as possible with each swing. So I go this way and this way. This way, if you look from that side here, I strive to have my knee and my foot aligned, okay? So I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And every repetition, I try to increase my range of motion by using momentum to swing gradually higher and higher. But that's just level 1. So, you do 10 reps of this, and then you extend here, this way, this way, this way, this way. Okay? So we get more of that hamstring action going. So, number 1, bend your knee. Number 2, straight leg. Number 1, number 2, and now number 3. Inside, inside. So now my toes are pointing towards the wall. Number 2, my toes were in this direction, but now they're in this direction, because now we're moving from the backside to the inside, okay? So number 3 is this, 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 this. Here is always the same. Simply lift your knee. But on that side is where we change, right? 1, 2, 3. And you can see that I'm already increasing my own range of motion simply by showing you guys this exercise. And level 4, the final level. Now we go to the front part. So, from here, I don't twist. I simply let it swing this way without going like that if you can. But this is harder. So, this way, this way, this way, this way. Look, like a scorpion kick. Try to simply touch the ceiling. So those are 4 levels. You do each level 10 times. And then you combine them all 10 times. So when you combine, you go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's 1 repetition. So you do 10 of those as well. And now we finish by retesting. So remember that test we did in the beginning, right? Here. Trying to check our range of motion, right? You do the exact same test now. But after having done the exercises I just showed you, first, this one on the ground, the more static movement drill, and then the one standing up, the more dynamic one. And remember, you can do it with a friend as well. Try to incorporate this knowledge into your own training routine and watch your hip mobility and flexibility soar through the sky, through the ceiling. What's the right word? I don't know. Whatever, you're gonna be awesome. And that's it for today. Train hard, good luck, and have fun.